The Opportunity Housing Ordinance is something that we put together in order to really address what is, people have referred to as affordable housing within the community. It's really a broad-based, multifaceted ordinance that allows people to redevelop and develop affordable housing without being too punitive with development costs.
The real key to the ordinance is it allows great flexibility, a series of compliance options. You have the choice to build, payment in lieu of if you don't build, and a series of compliance options which will be flexible in the sense that you can build off-site, you can contribute land. It's a list of things you can do.
One thing that's really clear in what's come out of this process is an acknowledgement that there's really no one-size-fits-all approach that's effective in affordable housing, because so many project situations are different.
It's not here's what you have to do in order to build multifamily with an affordable component in the city of Bloomington. There's some alternatives we have to choose from that can certainly help make that still economically viable, but also give the city the affordable component that they're looking to grow with.
I do think the breadth of it and the scope is what sets it apart from some other cities' housing policies. A lot of cities do have policies around the new construction piece, but I think what sets this apart is the focus on not only tools for new construction of affordable housing, but then realizing this NOAA space, which is the naturally occurring affordable housing, is really a key piece of the overall issue that we're dealing with in terms of the affordable housing crisis.
It was important to get the input from private developers, because those are the ones who will be doing the building and the reconstruction and the rehabilitation of many of our properties in the city of Bloomington. So we did need to know what would work for them, and we were able to incorporate a lot of the elements into our ordinance that will really give it a high probability of success.
I can't speak to the policy aspects of the ordinance because we haven't taken a deep dive into it yet, but what I can talk about is the process. And one of the things that I think sets this process apart is the city's real genuine willingness and desire to engage with the development community in a meaningful way, to have discussions about what works and what doesn't work when we're all facing this very complex affordable housing problem.
The more perspectives you can get on a policy that's going to have impacts throughout the industry, the better. It's not only best practice just to get more perspective, but you're also going to get a better product. In my mind, affordable housing is an essential, human need. Essentially, it's water, food, water, shelter, and so if you don't have that essential component to your life, it's really the baseline for everything else. So we think about school children going home doing homework. If they're living in their cars or couch surfing, it's really challenging for them to have success.
Our city council has spent a considerable time going over this and reviewing this, and it's good to see that we're coming together to have a great ordinance passed, and something that I think is going to work into the future. Time will tell, but we'll be willing to keep visiting this subject and making any adjustments we need to see to it that it's a successful program.